Hi, I'm Emmett Loverde, and this is Glasshouse Reviews, and today I'm going to tell you about Mickey 17. I saw Mickey 17 recently. Very interesting film. Strange film. Often very funny. A little tugging at the heartstrings. Kind of sweet in some ways. Very off the wall. Basically, Mickey 17 is about a young man in the future who is running from the law well, not really from the law. He's running from bad guys, from mobsters, for a scheme that he didn't even invent himself because he wasn't really smart enough. So he knows he's probably going to be killed if he stays on Earth, and so he signs up to travel to a distant Earth-like planet to work as an expendable, I believe they call him. His brain and his personality and his whole essence have been recorded onto a computer hard drive, and there is a biological printer that can print out living human beings. And so basically Mickey is thrown into dangerous situations to see how much the human body can withstand. And if he dies, that's okay, because they're just going to print out another copy of his body, insert his brain and his intelligence into the new body, and he can move forward. So he's got this weird life where his essence is placed into a series of bodies, and they're numbered. And so our current story is about the 17th iteration of Mickey, so it's called Mickey 17. Anyway, a very intriguing basis for a movie, particularly because Mickey's not very smart. Or at least this iteration of Mickey is not very smart, and he's a bit passive. But he's also rather kind and considerate. So he has this ongoing romance with another worker on this remote planet facility, and so he's kind of living an interesting life because he's having all kinds of scary adventures. Unfortunately, he keeps getting killed, and he doesn't really enjoy that. It looks like Mickey has been killed again because he falls into a very deep hole, and it looks like there's no way for him to escape, and it looks like he's about to be eaten by one of the indigenous creatures of this distant planet. I don't even know what to call it, but it looks like a large armadillo and with tentacles, and it's kind of scary. So because it looks like Mickey's about to die, he gets printed again because obviously it's time for a new one. Unfortunately for Mickey, fortunately, depending on how you look at it, he doesn't die. And so now there's a Mickey 18 and a Mickey 17, and they both exist at the same time. And so there's a bit of a dilemma because it's not legal to have two copies of one person alive at the same moment. One has to be killed, or they both have to be killed. I think that's actually the letter of the law. So Mickey 18 tries to kill Mickey 17, and adventures ensue. I don't want to give away too much. I may have already given away too much. Mickey, all versions of Mickey, are played by the wonderful actor Robert Pattinson. He's plays kind of a dumb guy, but likably dumb. And also in the cast are Steven Yeun, who you may have seen before, and of course the wonderful Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette. And I'm sorry to be looking these up. Sometimes my brain doesn't work so great. So anyway, great cast, interesting movie, quirky, Possibly not to everybody's taste. Actually, wasn't completely to my taste. I kept having to remind myself I was watching a comedy, but I didn't actually laugh very often. I smiled at a bunch of things, and I thought some moments were unexpectedly sweet and touching. This is directed and written by Bong Joon Ho, who won Academy Award a couple of years ago for Best Picture for Parasite. The creatures in this movie are very interesting, very believable. The special visual effects were... I mean, I'm accustomed to visual effects being stunning in every movie these days. It's the level of what's possible is so high, and you believe that these are living beings. They're a little creepy, but they are... You really think that they're there. You think people are holding them and touching them, and... No, that sounds creepy. Anyway, I don't mean in a weird way. And you feel genuine sadness if any of them gets hurt in any way. And the story that emerges about the sort of battle between the colonizers of this planet from Earth and the creatures who live on this planet is genuinely touching and also quite relevant. Basically, the invaders, marauders from Earth, believe that these creatures are stupid and dangerous, and they just need to kill them, and that turns out to not be the case. So, there's a bit of a social commentary in there. I enjoyed the film. It's hard for me to recommend a movie wholeheartedly, like, yes, you must rush out and see this movie. Because I can only speak from my own taste. And I enjoyed the movie. I was glad that I didn't have anybody with me, because some of the people that I go to movies with occasionally, I don't know that they would have enjoyed the movie. So I don't know that the movie's for everybody. It's a little violent. It's a little gross. It's also quite political. There's a lot of commentary about some current situations in our world. And sometimes that commentary is not very elegant. It's a bit bonk you over the head. But I tended to agree with the film's point of view. I don't think that we should, hate and kill strangers, aliens, as it were. Check out Mickey 17 if you get a chance. It might still be in theaters. Thank you for watching. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.